Hey guys, Scott here with a new beer dissection video for you. I got a very nice treat today from Treehouse Brewing Company. Their famous flagship beer called Julius. Okay, a buddy of mine, his daughter was up doing lacrosse up in Massachusetts, hence where the brewery is. There's a couple locations, I believe. Charlton is one in Massachusetts. So he said they were going to be up there grabbing some beer. So I was able to get this and a couple others. So I got a couple of videos probably coming up from Treehouse. I've got their green and then their porter. There's a porter catharsis, I think it is, or it looks like catharsis. But again, I'll have that video. So if you are interested in Treehouse Brewing Company, the famous Treehouse Brewing Company, look for those beers depending on when you're watching this one. So again, this one is Julius. It's at 6.8% alcohol. I think it's a typical American IPA. Could be mistaken. Maybe it is typically a New England IPA since it is in Massachusetts. But no, actually they have American IPA on here. So hoping if it is American IPA, they're not using too much oats or unmalted wheat, and we're going to get some nice hop character to it. Not that New England IPA doesn't have great hop character, just the fact that sometimes I'm more biased towards regular American IPA. That's it. So this is a treat. This is, for me, it's always hard to get my hands on this. So that's what made it so special that he was able to grab it for me, as well as there's two other beers. Because I'm not going to say none of my local beer stores get this, but it's not easily found locally, and I live here on Long Island, so I'm reasonably close up there, so this is gonna be quite a treat for me. All right, so let's crack this bad boy open. Again, here's the can. Okay, I'm sure I'll have pictures of it, if not already, over my shoulder. Okay, this is very fresh. I didn't even check the can. They just got it the other day, so I'm sure it was just canned the other day. I don't know if they put the date on there. Actually, September 27th, 29. This is actually, so it was canned on that day. It was only canned, today's October 3rd. So it was only canned the other day. So fantastic, all right? So let's pour, and again, remember all these IPAs, you want to store them as cold as you can for a while. So decrease the chance of them getting oxidized. But again, I'm not going to go down that wormhole too much in this video. So let's pour this out. Okay, let me just get about not even quite half the glass. All right, let's take a look at it. Okay, so we got a nice, dense, white, if you want to say a light tan head. Looks like it's pretty well sustaining. Get a nice formation on the top. Wow, I'm already getting a whiff of the hops. All right, you kind of get that, you're making meringues, whipping the egg whites, you kind of get a little bit of that. Not as much frothing as that, but there's definitely some nice pronounced head. If I poured a little bit more aggressively, I probably would have gotten a little bit more. We get a nice, medium gold, darker gold color. There is some opaqueness to it, so maybe they are using a little bit of oats and unmalted wheat. I really don't care too much in this beer, but you are getting that cloudiness. Again, there's obviously copious amounts of hops, and there could be some hop matter as well as the polyphenols from the hops creating some of the haze, of course, and cloudiness. But again, it's almost looking a little bit like a cross between American IPA and New England IPA. Excuse me, got some allergy issues going on today, so I apologize for the coughing. But again, you kind of got that. It's a little darker on the camera. It's almost like a little amber on the camera. To my end, it's kind of that medium gold, danky looking look to it. All right, so let's take a sniff of the aroma. Ooh. You got like tropical fruit, like kind of like mango. Peach, stone fruit. There's some citrus, like almost like if you had a peach and a little bit of like a clementine or orange mixture in there. Very nice though, very nice aroma to it. And you can definitely tell this is fresh. And I'm sure they're probably dry hopping. So on the aroma, it's gonna probably be a little more pronounced. Okay, but that orange, peach, tropical fruit, like mango. I think mango is technically a tropical fruit. So definitely a nice medley of the three. I think that's the first time I've used medley on my channel here. The malt is pretty neutral, kind of that white bread, doughy, which you get a lot of times more in New England IPAs, even though they're advertising this as American IPA. But there is a lot of gray area between the two, and I don't want to split hairs too much on this video, but all in all, it's smelling fantastic. Maybe even like a little white grape. But very fresh. Okay, guys. So cheers. Let's take a taste of this. Well, actually a little more carbonated than I thought it was going to be. It's kind of that medium to medium high carbonation. Similar to the aroma, that's what makes it easy. The malt is kind of a white bready, water cracker, maybe a light, at the very most, maybe a light toast. Again, I apologize for the cough. The bitterness is pronounced. No alcoholic warmth. There's a nice medium to full bodied flavor. Now, when I say full body, it's not like a imperial stout. But there is a good amount of mouthfeel and chewiness to it. So it's not very thin. Like I've reviewed a bunch of Voodoo Rangers recently, and the body on that is kind of thin. This is a nice kind of medium full body. Okay, lean more towards medium, but a kind of a slash, a little bit more than medium, but not quite as high as full. Again, I'm sorry about this. No alcohol and warmth. Again, you get that mango, peach, and there's definitely some citrus. If you wanted to say it had a little bit of grapefruit bias more than the orange, that's fine. I mean, the beer is called Julius. I always think of orange Julius. In the malls when I was growing up, it was an orange drink. So that's why I think it's a little bit more orange, mandarin. You get a little pithiness to it. And again, what I describe pithiness is like if you actually had the pith from an orange or a grapefruit, you get that little touch of tartness, but it's not as stringent or anything like that. It's drinking very nicely. And again, you can just tell this is fresh from the aroma, the accentuation of the aroma hops, and on the flavor. You just kind of get that enough oomph of the peach, the mandarin, mango possibly mixed in there. I get a little white grape too, but again, neither here nor there. But it just really has a nice, showcase of the hops. The aftertaste, you kind of get that little, I'm sorry, that little stringency, I should say astringency, the little bite of the carbonic bite. You get hit with the hops, and then it kind of smooths out off the aftertaste. So again, I apologize with the coughing. I know it seems to be worse when I opened up my door here from the allergies. But a touch of creaminess there too on the aftertaste. But then it all settles down. You're kind of left with a blank slate of just kind of that neutral malt. Really exceptional, guys. I don't know. I've had, I think I had the green once. I haven't ever done the review of green. I'm going to be reviewing green, the Treehouse Green beer. I think I had that once before. I definitely did not have this one before. Very nice though. Just like the epitome of a nice, well-made American / New England IPA. They're not calling it New England IPA, but because of some of the cloudy murkiness and opaqueness of the color, I'm thinking maybe they're using a little bit of the little oats or maybe some wheat, some malted wheat, unmalted wheat. If I'm wrong and mistaken, then everything's just coming strictly from the hop matter and the protein structures from that's giving you that kind of that cloudiness. All right, guys? So listen, this is one of the four fathers I consider of, IPAs. Is Treehouse, Trillium, Equilibrium, things like that. Grade-wise, you really can't go any lower. I think it's, you got to go A+ with this. There's no higher grade than A+. So, obviously, if I was comparing it to a beer like a Voodoo Ranger, this is going to blow it out of the water. But you're going to pay a little bit more for this. I think I paid roughly $20, $24, something for the 4-pack. So you're definitely going to pay more, but you're definitely going to enjoy this, sip this more. Definitely try to serve it in a tulip glass or something with a broad base and then narrows out so you can kind of get those aromatics and definitely keep it fresh. So again, A+, guys, highly recommended. Those of you who have never had it before, again, you're getting obviously a hop-forward beer that's going to be kind of biased towards a little citrus, orange. Some of you I wouldn't argue with someone that said grapefruit, but some tropical fruits in there. I think mango. I got a little white grape. But again, it really is a showcase for IPAs and really kind of stands alone other than maybe other handful of breweries that make them this fresh. And again, drink it fresh, store it cold, and don't let it sit around. Definitely don't be aging it. You'll start noticing the color and the degradation from the hops. So anyway, guys, today's beer dissection was from Treehouse, the famous flagship beer, Julius. Okay, I am going to be doing a couple more videos on Treehouse beers. And until the next beer dissection video, next beer video in general, guys, have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.